Behind me you can see our theme for this week, Airlander, Rethink the Skies. There are new challenges, new opportunities in aviation all the time. We think that bringing a new technology, a new platform to the market will help meet those challenges and give a great deal of benefit for everybody, economic benefit, and indeed, benefit for the planet. Airlander is a uniquely green flight technology now, and will move towards zero emission in the future. Very privileged to be joined by Howard from DesignQ, who is the leader of the team that have created this fantastic and revolutionary passenger cabin for the aircraft. And I'm going to hand over to Howard now.
Thanks very much. Right down. Right, you can hear me? This is good. It's an absolute pleasure to be here on the Airlander stand to unveil to you something that we've been looking at for the last 12 months. DesignQ is a design consultancy. We work with aircraft interiors, business jets, commercial jets. So for the last 20 years, we've been doing this sort of thing. But about a year ago, when we were approached by HAV to look at designing a new interior and a new concept for this airship, it very, very quickly became apparent to me that this was a ripe opportunity to start changing the industry. Because it's an airship, it doesn't have to comply to certain regulations. And by not complying to regulations that often get in the way, it allows us as an industrial design house to make something which can be truly unique. Now, I was asked earlier on whether or not this is real. I was asked whether or not this is actually going to happen. And my answer for that was this: the hardest work has already been done. The airship in itself is a feat of engineering. It is a piece of architecture and engineering that is beyond anything in the world. It's the largest flying object in the world. So for us to use that as our platform to create a revolutionary new interior seemed to me like a great combination. I'm not going to speak too much now, but really I'm going to show you what this concept is. But before I do, I'll just give you a little bit of an outline. To start with, we looked at the airship and we looked at the space that this would give us to do an interior. What is unusual about this interior is that it is very large. It also has more windows than any flying object known to mankind. It has panoramic windows that are so wide that even you can't see from one side to the other. So when you put this into the sky, and we've all seen the program Blue Planet 2, where you see those fantastic images looking down on Earth at all those different things, this ship is going to deliver that live to whoever goes on board. So our task has been to design an interior that is truly magnificent. We're not going to declare to you that today everything that we've done or the full whereabouts of all the things that we've done, but just trust me when I say that everything you see is possible. And there are things that you can't see yet that will be revealed as this program develops. So please look with me on this interior. I thank my team, some of which who are here: Greg, our chief designer; Rob, our chief engineer; Sarah, who looks after all the interiors and finishes. And look with me on this interior and just say to yourself, would you like to go on board on this?
Thanks very much, Howard. What we've got here on the stand for people to see, we've got some this film, we've got some video images, we've got some virtual reality headsets. So that feed there, taken from a virtual reality, which allows you to step inside the aircraft and to enjoy exactly what it has to offer. For me, working with Howard's team, some of the critical things have been to get a level of accommodation and comfort into the air which really isn't there today, which exists in very, very high-end cruise ships, exists in great yachts, but it doesn't exist yet in the air. So those cabins, double twin cabins, ensuite facilities, showers, these are the sort of things we're going to see on Airlander as it makes its journeys. And those journeys are going to be special. We anticipate taking this aircraft to places that no other aircraft goes. It doesn't need a runway. It doesn't need any infrastructure. So that opens up travel to places like the poles. To fly to the North Pole from Farnborough, for example, is probably a 36-hour round trip. It's a very attractive thing to think about. Some of the best safari opportunities in the world. We were looking the other day at the southern part of Sri Lanka and thinking about the migratory paths of blue whales and then accessing the east coast of Sri Lanka in a way that isn't really possible today without a great deal of internal travel. So these are the opportunities that we have in front of us with Airlander, and which we'll be talking about much more as we go through the second half of this year. So that's the presentation. We'll be here on the stand and happy to take any questions that people have. And please enjoy a drink.